Mr. Marsalis, he's been so instrumental in my, progression. He's been in my ear since I was maybe 15 or 16, just trying to help me, And so that was one of the projects that we got to do together. I was grateful. I remember that was one of my first times I was getting to really talk with Phil Shapp. He was around a lot for that, the late great Phil Shapp. And, it was beautiful being able to work with Mr. Marsalis and also Ed Norton and all the actors. It was just like a really cool experience. I didn't even know we were going to be on screen, really, I was just happy to play the music. So it was very cool. Very cool. My name is Isaiah Thompson. I'm from West Orange, New Jersey. I am 25 years old yesterday. And yeah, I think every day is a bit different. Sometimes I get up early. I have something in my room I can kind of practice on a little bit. I don't want to wake everybody up. And then sometimes, hopefully, I can move out into the bigger room and I can play something on the piano. I have some great musician roommates, so I get to hear them practice as well. Philip Norris, he plays the bass. I've known him since right before going to Juilliard together. My other roommate, Anthony Hervey, is a great trumpet player. Sometimes they'll practice in their rooms and I'll be out here, or sometimes they want to get on the piano, then I'll play in there. Or we end up just all in the same place. It's all fine. More recently, I played with this great guitarist and singer named John Pizzarelli, and I wasn't used to running around as much, but I've learned a lot in the short amount of time that I've been with them. And sometimes you don't always have as much time as you think you do, especially when planes are involved. You get to the venue, you see what you're working with the sound, with the instrument, and you have to make it happen, no matter what the situation is. So, but I've definitely been lucky to be playing in some nice venues due to who my boss is. So, yeah. Recently, I've just been running around. Typically, there's not a lot of time, and I like to say I've really been fortunate in that way. I get to run around with Mr. Pizzarelli, then I have things here and there. It's always nice. I always consider it a blessing if I'm here on a weekend. I get to go to church. I don't, because usually I watch it on my phone. If I end up having some downtime, I think it's good to. I like to walk if it's not too cold. Before COVID, I was playing at Mezzrow maybe twice a month, which is really beautiful. And I was super thankful to Mr. Wilner for having me. And I was just saying to someone, I would love to, go back and go back and play. And it was maybe a week later, I heard, hey, would you want to do, these dates? And it happened to be also my birthday. And I said, yeah, that would be also, hey, it's my birthday. Then we could make it like a weekend celebration. And they're like, great. I met Kyle, I think at Juilliard at some time, at some point, and he was always special. He's just, we were talking about him just the other night. Me and Philip were just talking about him. He can just really play, and he's so inventive. You want someone who is invested in playing the language of jazz, but you also want someone who's invested in creating art, because jazz is an art form. It's not always treated as such, and so he is someone who is so inventive and it's so special in that way. It's a privilege to be able to play with someone like him. Playing with Philip, I would have to say is the same. First of all, there's the obvious thing. He has such a facility on the instrument. You can't find a lot of people that have that sort of facility, But it's not just that doesn't make you a great musician. It's also your choices, what you choose to do. is really important. You know, you could have all this facility and not use it in the right ways. So he's somebody who I think he really listens, and he really has, you can see that he has a lot of joy when he plays. I try to play as much original music as possible. That's the first thing. I think the second thing is I always try to pay homage to composers of color, and you know, play some music like Billy Strayhorn, Cedar Walton, Randy Weston. They ended up being all piano players. I didn't plan it like that, but most of them ended up being piano players who are sober. So yeah, that's mostly what we'll be playing.
And if you can now help me welcome these great musicians to the stage. On drums, how would I have for Kyle Poole?
Yeah.
On the bass this evening, Philip Norris.
Yeah.
And leading this great band at the piano, it's our pleasure to have at Mezzrow this weekend, Isaiah Thompson and the Isaiah Thompson Trio.
Yeah, baby.
Invested in my quartet, and you know, I love playing with them, and I write music. When I write music, I think of them, and I think we're going to be doing some playing. You know, definitely going to be recording soon. I'm really excited for that project when it comes out, and yeah, I think I'll be focused on that, playing with kids and whatever else arises. You know, a year from now, I'm just going to be happy that I can listen to some great music from some other pianists, and I'll be I'm already thankful, and I know I'll be even probably more thankful when it's sitting right in front of me, that I can be in that environment. I don't take it for granted. I hope to just continue writing. I hope that my band, we can play some more. You know, I've been fortunate that it seems like it's getting more and more, but I hope that even more so than now, you know, that'll be happening. I hope that at that point I'll have a body of work that I feel like really represents me. Of course, I hope to continue doing that even over 10 years from now, but I hope that at that point I'll have something in the world that I feel like people will feel like they know who I am musically, and hopefully I'll have a grasp on that as well. Well, I think my playing should just be an extension of who I am. I like to say I'm the same person off the bandstand as I am on the bandstand. It's not a difference. And some of my favorite musicians are like that too. I always like to say, you know, I do things in love and spirit, and I do things in respect. That's how I try to be all the time. And I hope that shows in my personality. I hope I can delve into that more as a person, and also musically as well.